And he had like a 15-second lead on the guys running back there, and he was running 12th when he hit a pit road. So, man, when that leader hit pit road, they needed to come in right then.
So right now we have 14 cars on the lead lap with Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Jason Leffler, Reed Sorensen, and Carl Edwards, as we've just got caution in our first caution on the track, as it looks like Kevin Conway has gotten into the wall with the back of his car, and it's banged up pretty good. So we made it 67 laps. And the lucky dog is going to go to Stephen Wallace. I think that's a sigh of relief I just heard from the guy over to my right.
A little bit of sigh of relief. I'll tell you who's breathing relief is that crew chief for making a mistake, pitting, staying out too long. He'll figure it out.
Let's go back and take a look.
Oh!
Yeah, it looked like Aaron Clement didn't see that 87 car inside there. It got pinches down the 87 there. Kevin Conway, and he just loses control.
So the Aaron's lucky dog is the 66 of Stephen Wallace, so he'll get to come back around, and that will put a total of 15 cars back on the lead lap. We have a total of 8 cars that are out of this race right now. We've already documented all of those from earlier, as no one's dropped out until just now when the crash by the 87 brought up our first caution by Kevin Conway. So Kevin Conway brings out our first caution. Let's check in with our in-race reporter, Brendan Gaughan.
Hey, Brendan, Rusty up in the ESPN booth. You got us?
Gotcha, boss.
Hey, buddy, what's the car doing? What are you struggling with out there?
We're struggling with my entries right now, Rusty. Things real loose going in. The front end's kind of bouncing on me, making brake stuff, and then I'm just too loose through 1 and 2. 3 and 4, we're trying to get this thing to turn, but I'm staying too tight. Brian's working on it. He's got some air pressure. We want to come in, put a spring rubber in the right rear, but we just didn't have time right now. We're battling for this lucky dog. We got your brother and a couple guys up here, and we think we have a better race car right now. So I think I can beat him for the lucky dog and get back on the lead lap and try to go race this thing.
All right, buddy, stay focused. We'll talk to you later.
All right, he has 3 cars in front of him. In fact, that's one of them right there, the 28 of Kenny Wallace, also Michael Annett and Jason Keller. Those are the first 3 cars. He's 4th, a lap down, as they're fighting for that lucky dog position. 15 cars, with Stephen Wallace being the last on the lead lap, with Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Jason Leffler, Reed Sorensen, and Carl Edwards, your top 5.
And those top 15 cars will line up side by side, and then these lap down cars will line up behind them. We're going to see races actually on both ends of that, because you just heard Brendan saying he's got to race for that lucky dog spot, so they'll be racing just as hard.
Let's talk a little bit about sports action on ESPN. A special night tomorrow night. First, it's Sunday Night Baseball at 6 Eastern, the Mets and the Braves. And then 9 Eastern, the 09 ESPYs, hosted by Samuel L. Jackson. Sunday Night Baseball presented by Taco Bell, and the 09 ESPYs presented by Under Armour and Land Rover. And we're getting ready for our first double real file restart, and you said at the beginning of this broadcast this was something we were going to have to watch.
Yeah, this is the one that really makes me nervous, because there's going to be some of the guys in the back trying to get that lucky dog that Brendan was talking about, and it's go time to try to get that thing back. And I don't know, Andy, that turn 1 is the one I'm looking at, but it can happen in turn 3 also. Another thing I'm looking at, Kevin Harvick pitted on lap 58. It's lap 71 right now, and a lot of guys just now pitted on lap 70. He's a little low on fuel compared to the rest of these guys. Jamie?
Well, you guys are talking about this restart going into 1. Quite a few drivers talked about the caution that they were thinking of on the restart because it's double file for the first time. Mike Bliss is one of those. Keep your eye on the 1 car, starting 7th, inside on the 4th row, that would be. So he was worried. You see the onboard right there steering. Last 2 races here, this is what ruined his night, a restart crash. So we got to keep our eyes on this.
Sort of like a bad hole in golf. You go back and you remember it over and over, and you program yourself into some of these things.
I'd say look at it on the positive. It's an opportunity to gain some spots. Don't worry about getting in a wreck. Just do your thing.
Well, you're right. You're right. Do your thing, stay focused, but on these restarts, you're going to have to stay double focused. But, you know, it's no different than starting the first lap of the race. It's no different than starting the race. The only difference is, at the start of the race, drivers are thinking, stay cool. It's a long race. Be cool. Right now, they got about 72 laps in this race. They're all a little anxious, especially the guys that are a lap down.
See them warming the tires up. Now, they want to get these things warmed up really good because they need that car to stick going down into turn 1.
Okay, that is Mike Wallace. We've been told that he was improperly held for moving equipment, so they're getting him back on the proper lap. So it should have been a stop and go. He is shown right now 5 laps behind the leader. He should be 4 laps, whatever extra blessing that is. Anyway, let's get ready because the pace car, or pace truck, has pulled off. It will be Kyle Busch on the inside with Kevin Harvick on the outside.
Now, Kevin Harvick cannot beat Kyle Busch to the line. Looks like Kyle Busch gets a good start.
Got some smoke.
Tires locking up.
Yeah, but everybody checks up enough to keep everybody from crashing.
And we saw that in practice. There was a big bump.
here we go.
Here we go. Harvick on the low end, and he's trying to take it away going into 3. Can he make it stick on the bottom? You saw the sparks.
Look at the sparks fly. Kevin Harvick, he's going to push really hard right here because he had a good car in the beginning of the race. He knows this is the time to jump on Kyle Busch.
And just like you said, Andy, you got to get it done early while you got the fresh tires. You said it early in the show.
Got a wreck.
Got a crash right down the front straightaway. John West Townley's involved in the 09. Looking to see if anybody else. Looks like he may have.
Had a big stack up here on the front straightaway. It may have been Jason Leffler in the 38 car.
Bring it to the pits. Bring it to the pits. Pull the left front out. Just look at the left front real good. Make sure that you ain't got nothing bent right there.
There is Jason Leffler. This is a tough break for Townley. He was running 14th on the lead lap.
I think he kind of gets shoved up a little bit out of the groove, and Townley just kind of got surprised and found himself way too high. Got on the ball, and then, wow, big contact with Trevor Bayne in the 99.
So Bayne gets swept up in this as an innocent bystander. And like I said, that he had his best run going in his career. He's up to 14th.
You see Jason just gets up in a dirty part of the racetrack, can't get any bite. And John West Townley gets in there. Oh, Trevor Bayne, guys, has been doing such a great job for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and tonight's just not his night.
And there's Mike Wallace actually getting a piece of it also after getting that lap back.
Let's go on board with Stephen Wallace.
Man in front of you, go low. There you go. Come on, come on. Caution's out, caution's out.
I'll tell you what, that could have been a lot worse, guys. I mean, it really could have.
Yeah, you see the 38 car. It looks like you see the tail of the car. He's a little bit happy here.
Well, he's
struggling.
Big time loose.
So now he's starting to fall back a little bit. See Keselowski now driving on the inside of him, getting into 3. And then he's just, man, that car's all over the place.
And boy, when you're loose and you get stuck 3 wide like that, that is tough. And it looks like he just got a little bit of the piece of the left rear quarter panel of his teammate at 32 when Reed Sorensen went by also. Just a little bit.
Dave, what's the word?
Flat right rear, guys. The
Yeah.
guys have confirmed they've taken it off the race car, and now it is flat. They're still looking for the hole on it, but definitely a flat right rear tire for Jason Leffler. It's a shame. This car was strong.
Yeah, but he's okay. I think they can get this thing kind of repaired or get the body all fixed. This is a great break for him, actually, that the caution did come out. He was going to have to make a great late stop.
Clear all the way out. Get caught back up and come back in.
I don't think the body's hurting that car much like you said, Andy. And plus he's got fresh tires now and he's got full of fuel, so it's not in bad shape. He's still on the lead lap.
Yeah, they sent him back out to keep him on that lead lap. You heard him say bring him back in. There's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. They're going to take time to change at least the right side tires. He was in 7th.
Must not have liked something about that set of tires because they haven't been on there long.
Yeah, there was something weird. He must have started the race or this restart and hated that because, I mean, he was in on pit. He pitted last time. Everything was fine. Something went crazy.
Look up underneath of it. Left front there too, Letourneau. Left front, Letourneau. Look under the left front, Letourneau.
They're just trying to find something wrong. They don't like something.
Well, they're going to send him back. Dave?
They were really afraid that they might have driven through something or have something on that race car for the 16 car of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Here you're looking at that failed right rear of Jason Leffler.
All right, well, Tim Brewer, before we came out here, was in the Craftsman Tech Garage, and he put together a report on the inner liner, which is so important in situations just like this.